Hey everyone, how you guys doing today? Today I wanted to come to you guys about this current event that I've been reading about. Situation happened back in 2009, but they have finally been a verdict on this case recently. This is a case about an Afghanistan family who moved to Canada. It is a man by the name of Muhammad Sharif. He brought his 2 wives, his 3 daughters, and his 1 son from Afghanistan to Canada, I guess, to have a better and new life. However, in 3 of his daughters, Shinab, Sarah, and Getty, and one of the 50-year-old wives were killed in a car accident. Now it's been investigated more, and the prosecutors in this case detected that the headlights in the back were damaged, and it matched the same damage that the father had in his car. So now it is now seen as a murder, that he purposely pushed the car into the canal. What is very interesting about this case is the fact that the father said that his daughters were whores, and he said they dressed inappropriately. They wore clothes that showed their cleavage, were dating guys. The father also said that one of the daughters was going to run away with a Pakistan man, which he did not like. He and his second wife Tuba Muhammad, and his 21-year-old son Hamid were found guilty for first-degree murder in the death of course, the 3 daughters and his second wife. There were actually hours of wiretap records that was played in the courthouse that alleged that many conversations involving the 3 suspects proved that they were plotting murder. So this is something that's called the honor murder, where in some cultures the honor of the family is more important than the life of the people who are, I guess, tarnishing that honor from that family. There are so many cases in many countries where, family members will kill, another family members because they feel like they're disgracing that family's name. Because that honor, that respect, that title is superior to life itself. I'm sorry, I pronounced his name wrong. Shafia definitely had no remorse for the death of his daughters. He said they were very cruel to him. He felt they were prostitutes, and he kept using the words whore. Never been the kind of person who felt like I had to impose my cultural background and cultural beliefs on other people. But however, this is a man who comes from a nation where he is used to men dominance and the male dominance, and they're in control of their families. They make the decisions, they tell you how things go, they give you the budget on how much you spend every week, etc., etc. They're definitely in control of your lives, of the family. And these are girls who came from a different country, who are so used to exile and so used to their limited lifestyle, that when they finally came to Canada, where it's a little bit more progressive, I guess they got overexcited. You don't really know the details of it, but I suppose that they felt like, they were more liberated to voice their opinion and do what they felt was right for themselves. And the father was just completely against that. I felt like the father, felt like he had lost control of that dominance in the household, and felt like he had to take action in completely getting rid of the problems within the family. The fact that he can take the lives of his 3 daughters and his second wife just shows to me, in my own personal belief, don't take this the wrong way, on how backwards that culture is. And I really do feel for a lot of women who are going through these same similarities in Afghanistan and in many countries, that women are treated as second-class citizens, or even treated worse than the dog. It's really unfortunate that women have to go through these problems in these countries, and the law supports that within those countries. So when he comes to a country where that kind of attitude is not accepted, you will be punished for that. I don't want to be the kind of person who feels like we have the right to tell a man how to raise his kids, but at the same time, there's just some extreme cultural differences that just completely unethical. The fact that you feel like your daughters deserve to die because you feel like they're dishonoring you and they're dishonoring the family. If you don't agree with what they're doing, if you don't agree with the opinions they have, you don't agree with the lifestyle they want to choose to live, you can disown them. You can push them out of the house. Let them figure out what they want to do for themselves if you feel like they are completely going against what you feel is right for them based on your culture. There is no reason to murder your wife and your 3 daughters. 19, 17, and 13. Young women who still have their life ahead of them. It's completely unfair. And it's not in your hands to do such a thing. It is not in your hands to do such a thing. And it's very unfortunate because I feel like he has no remorse for what he's done. I heard he was crying, however, I heard he was crying when the prosecutor was questioning him about why he did such a thing. He kept crying, but at the same time he was still saying, you know, they dishonored me, you know, they were whores, you know, they were sleeping around with men. I don't know for sure if they were actually sleeping around with men. They probably were dating, you know, they probably were going against their father's notions of what the father felt was right for them, but did they deserve death for that? But that's all I wanted to say about this topic. I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you guys had a great weekend. I will definitely see you guys around, okay? Bye. Really?